So I am working on the Naviforce watch because it's a little too big for my son's wrist, so we have got to take out a few links. Let me see if I could find where I started already. Where are you? Must be the other side. There it is. So, sorry, it's hard to navigate this. On the inside, you'll see some arrows pointing to the way you should push the pins out. So, you see the little arrows right here. So, I'm taking a little tiny eyeglass screwdriver and I am pushing it looks like both pieces are coming out. One looks like it's a pin. And as you can see, hold on, let me see how it's starting to go in. Oh, I saw online that you can use a hammer. I just don't know how that I would going to be able to do that without breaking something like the skin of my finger. I really was worried I would get hurt like that. See how I poke myself? I don't want to be poked. So just pushing. I can actually feel that it's going in. I'm sure if I took a little mallet to it, it would go much faster. But, you know, this is a nice watch. I don't want to take a chance of ruining it, so I'm just going to tough it out. So just keep pushing. I'm going to pause it and keep pushing. I don't want you to have to sit here and watch me. Did you see that? My phone rebelled against me. So I'm just going to pause it. Okay. Let me get myself back down in here. So, see how it's starting to come out? Let me let it. So I actually ended up having to take a hammer. The side of this watch has the pin and a tube. So I took the hammer and I put the rounded, I guess it's a Phillips, on top of that and hammered it a little. So make sure you save everything because you don't know if, well, for me, my son is 16, so he's still growing. So I just took that and I pushed it all the way through. He's still growing, and at 16, you know, there may be some more. He may need it, you know, so I'm going to save it, but you save it too because you just don't know. I cannot get that sucker out. To say I'm struggling a little would be, you know, I think it's quite obvious. I need something longer. Cordell? Can you get me one of those long pins out of the bathroom? I think I'm going to need to take 2 links out for him because it seems like 2 would be the best. But we'll start with 1 and then I'll size it on him and see how it goes.
Why don't you look at T?
Anything, because the screwdriver was not long enough to let me push the pin out. Yeah. This is just a upholstery needle. I am really having a hard time. Don't give up. I'm going to pause it. Oh, I see what I'm missing it here. I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch this. Okay, so I got the pin and it popped out. Sorry, pin and it popped out. Now you can see the arrows better. Tells you which way to and this is what, hold on, let me find a safe place to put all my stuff. This is what it looks like now without the pin in it. So that means I have got to take this pin out as well. So I'll be back. So I got that out. And now I sized it to my son. All you got to do is put another pin back in to get them back together. It's not hard, but it's harder to do things behind a camera because you're not doing it in real time, so to speak. You're going through the camera. I don't know, just makes it so. Let me make sure I'm going the arrow way. How about before I push this in all the way, you come here and do a quick try on. Good enough? So do you want one more out?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay. So yeah, before you put the post back in, do a sizing, a fitting to make sure, because we had originally going to take out 2, then he thought just 1, so I'll be back so you don't have to watch me go through that again. Or do you want to watch? I'll just show you another quickie. So we're going to pull that one out again. Remember that the arrows tell you which way to push the pins out. And this one already has the pin out, so we have to go to this next one here. I want to double check on the thing. I don't know if I should take... Is there a different in sizes? No, I'm going to take this one out here. Possible to ignore. It is... it could be because I don't know what I'm doing or I've never done it before, but it's definitely not really easy. If for some reason you feel like you can't do this, you could always go to a jewelry store, like where they sell watches and engagement rings, and they'll do it for you. I don't know, I always see pawn shops on TV, they buy watches. I don't know, they might even do it any place that sells watches just might. So I started mine out like this, and then I ended up with a hammer because I wasn't getting anywhere. But doing this is less abuse on the watch band than banging it with a hammer.
The thing I was worried about was that one side would be too short.
What do you mean?
Like taking a bunch of different links off of like the left side or whatever, and the right side's like, you know, full size.
So do you think I should take one link off each side?
How about you take it off now?
I have one link off.
Well then, if it's not too much trouble, then it'd probably be best to take one off the other side. But since you've only taken one up, I don't think it'd be too big of a deal.
So I'm going to do a quick count on the links. Oh, I'll be back. So now we took the link out from the other side, which was a great idea. I didn't even think of that because symmetrics. And actually, you have to have a hammer. If you have a rubber mallet-y thing, even better. Take your post. It does, I'm sure that watch repair people could do this in like seconds, but because this is, oh, I'm going on the wrong side. So you line them up, you take your post, and nothing wants to work because that's just how it happens. Let me get a different post. Why is that one?
Maybe it's crooked.
Maybe. Could you pause it for a second? So, here we have an over. What I'm doing is I'm lining up, and I had a hard time with the other one. And like I said before, I'm sure people who actually do this all the time, they like zip it, but I am struggling. It's like it does not want to go back in. But everything looks, did you see my finger lock?
Mm-mm.
Everything looks fine.
There you go.
Make sure it's lined up. The last one I had it going in and everything looked perfect, and then in the end it didn't go in the bottom. And I had to take it out.
I don't like when things don't go to the bottom.
Yes. If you have a rubber mallet, I would imagine that that would be the way to go. So what we could do so we don't damage the watch itself is just give it a little cover. And we can't see what's going on either. Peekaboo watch. It's going in?
Nope. It's just not going into the bottom piece.
Exactly. All right.
It's good enough.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's working, yippies.
But it's too small.
Well, I mean, that's the chance that you take as you're sizing it, but, you know, let me take this little screwdriver and make sure that's in all the way. It's out a little bit here. I guess it was better leaning on that. I am a perfectionist. It probably doesn't need to be this perfect, but my brain says, could you make sure that, you know, we're not just watching the hammer?
You never have any faith in me.
I guess. Like, nobody in the whole world would notice this because it's out just a little tiny bit, but I notice it.
Just stop caring.
I can't. It's my OCD, man.
How about I just take it from you, and then you can't bother with it anymore?
How about you just be the silent partner in this endeavor?
Who rude.
What'd you say?
Who rude.
Okay, so now, excuse my hand, and now we'll see how, over here please, see how it fits. Too tight? Does it need to be loosened? No?
Perfect.
Perfection? So very nice. So it's a little aggravating because I didn't know what I was doing, but it looks really, really nice. It's very stylish.
That was stressful.
It was only stressful because I was so afraid I'm going to ruin something, so that makes it stressful. And like I said, if I was like a watch person, I could have had that ding, bing, bang done, and it would have been all over with. But anyway, this watch, very, very nice looking. It's his Navi Force, and I'm sure that you will be able to size your watch, no problem. I was just a newbie. So can I try it on? Can I see what it looks like on me? I know that one thing that I have a very tiny hand and everything, but I always used to love to wear my husband's watch. It didn't fit, you know, but it was just the thought that I was wearing my husband's watch. So,
You're gonna need to take off like 4.
well,
Gonna have to get yourself your own watch.
so it looks really nice on a woman too. Of course, I'd have to size it for myself, but
She's got like little tiny hands.
can you move it and fix it again? But either way, in other words, women wear men's watches all the time, so it looks really nice. So if you bought this for yourself, you would just have to size it down for you. But there is no such thing. There is no such thing as a man's watch and a woman's watch really anymore, because, I mean, that could go either way. I'd wear it. Of course, I can't wear it now because it's like all over the place, but you know what I mean. Anybody could wear it. That's just how I think that. I think it's really chic looking when a woman is wearing a man's watch for some reason. I don't know. I really like it. Either way, the Navi Force is a... Can you pull that off of me, please? Just slide it off my hand. The Navi Force watch, very nice. The only thing is, it came with directions on how to set the time and the date and everything. But underneath the day of the week, see the Friday, there's 5 slots, and we don't know what it is. I assumed that the very middle slot was for the date of today, but we just don't know what the 4 other slots, so there's 5 slots. The directions have directions for setting so many different kinds of watches from this company, but none
Just not that kind.
None of the directions showed anything about these 5 slots. So I did not contact the company because I figured if it's not in the directions, they're possibly not even going to know either. So I put up a post online. If anybody knows what those 5 slots are for, let me know. If you know what they're for, let me know. I haven't checked my Twitter and Instagram and all that yet today to see if anybody answered. So, oh, remember to save the links that you take off, just in case, like my son is 16, there's a possibility he could get, his bones are still growing, he may need to add a link. So save those links just in case. Plus, what if by some crazy chance one of the links got broken? Then you have some spare links. So just save them just in case. Put them in your jewelry box, put them in a little Ziploc-y baggie, or just put them in your jewelry box, but save them just in case. But this is a really classic. I would think that this watch was probably a $99 watch, maybe more, because of the style and how nice it looks and the heaviness of it. But I don't know the price, but it was very, very affordable. I'd have to go online and look. And I don't really like saying what the prices are of things because companies change the prices. So, but it definitely is affordable. So go check them out. I will put the link to this watch underneath the video. Plus their storefront, because they have a boatload of other watches. So you don't have to buy this one. All of their watches are extremely affordable. So yeah, I'll put the link to their store under there because there's just so many, and some of them, I think that they're women more, that the watches that lean over towards the women are extremely beautiful. And they have some military-esque type watches, also pretty amazing looking. So these are waterproof. Just go look. Extremely awesome watches on their storefront. And my son, he's already adopted this one, and he's trying to take my other one that I got as well.
You're the one. They're both mine.
Yes.
You're going to have to get yourself your own.
What?
You're going to have to get yourself your own, which I'm probably going to end up taking anyway.
Yes. As soon as they came in, he's like, "Oh, that's mine." I'm like, no, that one's mine. Yours is over there. He's like, no.
They're both mine.
They're both mine. So
I'll alternate.
that tells you that these are good for teens, for adults. It doesn't matter.
You should buy like 5 more, and then 1 for yourself.
And 1 for myself. The Navi Force, I was looking at the webpage of Navi Force. Oh, they have some awesome military style watches. Very nice.
Oh, you try and get some more.
And they have some really good reviews as well. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and give a little thumbs up. Bing! You know, let me know that you watched and you liked it. Any questions, or if you know what those 5 slots are for, let me know, please. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good one.